Assalamu alaikum. Today the topic of my presentation is solid phase extraction. Solid phase extraction is an extractive process in which two different compounds in a mixture are separated from each other based on their physical and chemical properties. This process is mainly done to separate a solid that is dissolved in a liquid. Analytical labs adopt solid phase extraction to separate an analyte that is required for their research or for some testing purposes. In hospital labs, SPE is also used to separate a different compound from our body to perform certain tests to know certain type of disease in our body. So what is the principle of solid phase extraction and what are the strategies that are adopted to perform solid phase extraction? The principle of solid phase extraction and the ultimate goal of solid phase extraction is to remove all the extra impurities or interferent from the reaction mixture and make the reaction mixture consisting solely of the analytes that we need for the research purposes. So there are two main strategies that are adopted. First is bind and elute strategy. In this strategy, a specific type of cartridge is used and the sample is filled inside the cartridges, and when the cartridge is washed off, due to the specific chemical property of the cartridge, the analytes is eluted or retained on the cartridge while the interferents are washed off, and after that the analytes are obtained from the cartridge. uh, Second type of the strategy that is adopted is removal or trapping strategy. The analytes are not retained on the cartridge while the interferents are retained on the cartridges. It is somehow opposite to bind and elute strategy. In this, the sample is added in the cartridge, and when it is washed off, the interferents remain inside the cartridges while simply the analytes are obtained outside the cartridges. So what are these cartridges that I'm talking about? Cartridges are the main component used for solid phase extraction. They are easily available in the market and they are stored in the laboratories on specific type of extraction manifold. They provide the stationary phase for solid phase extraction, as we know that many separation processes or extractive processes require a stationary phase for the proper reaction processes. That is why cartridges are used in solid phase extraction, as they are the stationary phase for this type of reaction. They have different chemical properties and different types of solid phase extraction require different cartridges with different type of chemical properties, such as some cartridges have silica while some have different organic compound with different functional groups. What are these types of solid phase extraction? There are three types of solid phase extraction. First is reverse phase solid extraction. In this technique, analytes that have mid to low polarity are separated from the reaction mixture. This process separates the analytes from the mixture on the basis of their hydrophobicity. Thus, it separates the analytes that are in aqueous media such as surface water, wastewater, etc. The second type of solid phase extraction is normal phase solid extraction. In normal phase SPE, components analytes with low to high polarity or neutral or which are neutral are separated from the matrix. In this, no non-aqueous media is used to separate the analytes from the interference. This separates the analytes based on their polarity. The third type of solid phase extraction is ion exchange. In ion exchange solid phase extraction, the analytes are separated from the interferent on the basis of their charge. There are two types of ion exchange solid phase extraction. The first is cationic exchange. In cationic exchange, cationic cartridge is used. As you can see that all type of solid phase extraction depends on the specific type of cartridge is used. So in cationic and ionic exchange solid phase extraction, a cationic exchange cartridge is used, which separates the analytes that are positively charged, while the other type of ion exchange is the anionic exchange. In anionic exchange, an anionic cartridge is used that separates the negatively charged anions. So this is the process of solid phase extraction that is used in our laboratories, in our labs, to perform concentrate, and to separate different type of solids from the matrices. That's all from my side. Thank you.